I'm Margo Hammond, and I'm going to teach you how to collage. Collaging is a lot of fun. In fact, that's the whole point of collage. In fact, there are two rules in collaging. The first rule is that there are no rules. And the second rule is, see Rule 1, there are no rules. So anybody can do it. And really, you don't need very much in the way of supplies. Now, first of all, you need something to collage on. Now, you may say, Margo, I don't have anything to collage on, but you do. Of course, you can just collage on a piece of paper, a little typing paper. But it's really kind of more fun to collage on something different, like something cardboard. Well, maybe you don't have any cardboard, but wait a minute, maybe you do. Do you have a notebook that has a cover? That's a collage surface. Or maybe you ordered pizza. That's a collage. You could collage on parts of the pizza box. Not the part that gets full of tomato, but the clean part. Maybe your parents ordered something like, well, in this case, it's a blue air filter, and it came in a box. Now you can collage on a huge surface and even make it into a book. Or maybe you received something that had some packing in it. This is also something you can collage on. In other words, you can collage on anything. So, of course, you have the material to collage on. Now, what else do you need? You need some glue, because collage actually comes from the French word coller, which means to glue. The name was invented by a famous painter named Pablo Picasso, and he was Spanish, and he was living in France, and he had this friend named Georges Braque, and they started to do things what they called cubism. It was a kind of way to do art, and that meant cutting out things and in blocks, and it wasn't really necessarily, they didn't draw a face, they created a face out of pieces of paper. And so Pablo Picasso said, let's call that collage, to glue, because then they glued it on the paper. Actually, collage is a very, very old art. The Japanese did it. They just ripped pieces of paper and then wrote on them and pasted them. So it's a very old art, but the word collage is relatively new. So you definitely need glue. And you also usually need scissors. Not necessarily though, because you can always rip things. Now the question is, what do you put in your collage? Well, you put pictures. Now, I collect pictures from magazines because I like magazines and I subscribe to a lot of magazines. But maybe you don't have magazines. If you do, that's a really good way to find lots and lots of pictures. But if you don't, look in your mailbox and see if you don't have lots of pictures that come into your mailbox. Ads, or maybe an ad for a grocery store. And then it would have big tomatoes, it has pictures of celery. There's pictures all over the place when you start looking at them and we start collecting them. And that's how you're going to collage. You also want to have a few words in your collage. You don't have to, but it's always fun to have a few words. And that too you can find in ads. Let's say someone sends you a real estate ad, trying to either buy your house or sell you a house, not you, but your parents. Oftentimes there's some really fun little, not the whole sentence, you can just cut out just one word, 2 words, and it's a really fun way to put in your collage. Now, the other thing about collage is that, did I say there were no rules? There are no rules. And what you need, well, there is one rule. You have to have fun. That's the whole idea of collage. You put these pictures that you find together in any way that you would like to do, because it's your collage. And it's kind of like a visual diary. Like maybe when you write in your diary that you're sad, maybe what you do is find pictures that say, I'm sad, and you put them all together. Maybe in your diary you say, this was really a wonderful day. Then you look for pictures that really make you happy. Another thing you can do is look for an animal picture. Now, I like this because it gives me a reason to collage. Now let me see if I can't find one that I did. Okay, I really like horses. So one day I took a picture of a horse and I found these words in my magazine, Sail Away. And I pictured myself galloping away on my horse, and this is the collage that I did. So that's a nice thing to do. Now let me look in my box. Now, you don't have to use a horse. You can use a turtle or a very cute little dog. It doesn't have to be a ferocious animal. It can be just an animal that you like, something that you can collage around, that you can put pictures around and put them side by side. The other thing that you could do is you can take a picture out of a magazine and take your scissors and cut it across into ribbons so that you have all sorts of ribbons down. The whole picture is cut up into ribbons. And then you cut again, and then you cut again until you get all sorts of little pieces. Then you mix it all up and you create a collage. Now I think I can show you what I mean because I did that one time. And here is the collage that I made. You see, it's all those little squares come from one page of a magazine. The other way you can do it is maybe you feel like a color that you're sitting down and you're going to do a collage. Maybe you feel like a color. I did that once. I felt like red. I don't know if I was mad or if red just made me happy. I just thought about the color red. And so I found in my collage box, because I keep gathering these pictures so that when I want a collage, I have pictures in my box. And I found the irony of red. And so therefore, I did a whole collage of everything I could find that was red. And this is my collage. So there are lots of ways to do collages. You also don't have to stay on the borders of your piece of paper. Your pictures can go way over the borders. Did I say that there were no rules in collage? There are no rules. You can do anything that you want. So let's just look in the box and just see what we get here. Let me take, for example, we'll take this. And another thing you can do is if you have a cardboard and you don't want the cardboard to be seen through, because all my collages I showed you, I covered the whole piece of paper, cardboard. You don't have to. You can just collage a few things on the page and show the paper behind. That's no rules. But let's say you would like to do it on cardboard, but you don't like the cardboard going through. Well, so then find yourself a picture. Here's a nice picture idea. And that's the shape of your cardboard, like this. And then glue that piece on your cardboard. So now you're no longer collaging on a plain cardboard. I'm using the glue to. This is very nice glue. You can use Elmer's glue, but the nice thing about this glue, this is Elmer's glue, sorry. But this is that kind of glue that's just, I think you may have had this in school sometimes. You can use that kind of Elmer's glue that's white and squeezed out. But this is the best because it's very forgiving, because when you put something down and you don't like it, you can pick it up again and change it. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this picture. I pasted this picture on this piece of cardboard. So now I have a background. Now you think, oh, well, that's all you want. You just want this picture. No, I want a collage on top of this picture. So where do I put the bird? Anywhere you want to. So I'm gonna put the bird, let's say, maybe in the corner, the left-hand corner. Take my glue and I'm gonna glue it in the corner. So he looks like he's flying into the picture. I like that. Okay, so now what do I want? Well, I like the idea of collaging a secret garden. Let's see, it can have real flowers or it can have fake flowers. So I'm gonna put the fake flowers on my collage. Now again, as you see, I don't have to I don't have to respect the boundaries. I can go over the boundaries. I'm going to put these flowers in my garden so that the bird has something to alight on. My bird has looking for someplace, so he's going to maybe he's going to go on that ladder, sit there for a while I'm sitting there too. Now, what else do I have in my bag here? Oh, maybe there's a spider in my garden. Now, your mother or grandmother or neighbor may have somebody who uses thread, who knits, or so you can ask them, can I have a little bit of your thread, and cut it? But that's another thing you can do. So I'm going to put this in my garden. So I put a little glue down and I glue down my spider so it sticks to my page. Because, you know, they like to be in the garden too. So I want to have a little company. So I'm going to put my spider in the garden. So you can just put a little bit of glue on the spider and he'll stick to the page. And you can just twirl him around as much as you want so he gets on the page. Okay, so now I have a spider in my garden, a friendly spider. And what else do I want in my garden? Well, I could put a real flower, a picture of a real flower, so you know it's a real garden too. So I think I'll put that over here, close to the, little bit closer so my bird has really a lot of places to sit on. And I'll overlap that. You can go any place you want it to, and it starts to look kind of nice. Okay, what else do I have in my box? Well, you can always just rip paper. So here's just a nice color, orange. So I'm going to put a little orange. It is going to be Halloween pretty soon. Maybe that's a good time to think about orange. And I'll put a little orange on the side here for no reason at all except that I love the color orange. And what else do I have in my box? Well, you see, everybody's box is going to be different because everybody has been collecting different collage material in their boxes. And that's kind of the fun of collage too. I have a button that I got from my mom. So I'm going to put a button in so now there's another flower, but this flower pops out of the collage. So now, are you getting the picture? That's your collage. So you can see the picture behind, you can see all the pictures and stuff that you put on the collage, and that's your collage. Now, when is the collage finished? When you want it to be finished. Because, have I mentioned, there are no rules in collaging. Isn't that refreshing? So, I hope that you remember some of these things, that you find some pictures that you can cut out. They're a lot of fun to cut out. Also, don't be afraid. You don't have to cut the whole thing out. You can cut parts of things out. You can cut half of things out. You can cut just strips out. You could make your whole collage just strips of color across. It doesn't even have to have anything in it, just color. It's up to you. And that's why collage is a lot of fun. So I hope you try it sometime.